It's 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, I just got in and pretty much didn't sleep the entire bus ride because I was on an aisle seat. Um, it was really stressful. I know I left my LDN at my friend's place, but I've got more here, so it wasn't that tragic. I forgot that it was the bus that leaves from like across the park from the train station and not the bus that leaves from right next to the train station, so it's a lot harder to get to. And I got there right at the last second, put my bags in. I was like at the back of the line, and then I go up and give them my name, and I'm not on the list, and then I realized that I'm in the wrong bus because there's two buses leaving 30 minutes apart. And I was at the later bus, but I was supposed to be at the earlier one. So I have to get my bags back out, take it to the other bus. And they were so unsympathetic. They were sitting there with the door shut and like didn't want to open right away. And then they were like complaining about my one bag being overweight and having a second bag and needing to pay, and then they finally took me around to put the bag in, and it was like the level where the bags are in the bus is like pretty much my height, and the guy's looking at me like I'm supposed to lift this overweight bag all the way up there. And so then and then we get the bag in, we go back around, there's like other passengers who are getting in the bus, and they're like keeping an eye on me and making sure I don't go anywhere until they get their money for these bags. But yeah, then I had an aisle seat, and I didn't have like a jacket or anything I could use as a neck rest. My back always really hurts during these trips. There was another passenger I saw was wearing like one of those scoliosis braces, and I wonder if that would actually be more comfortable in the bus, because at least you can like lean your weight into it, I don't know. I'm sure it's a burden to travel with, to have to carry that thing around, but still, like, I kind of would be interested to see what it's like having one of those, especially on a bus ride, because it's like, I don't know what to do to not have back pain. But anyway. Oh gosh. So yeah, it's it's time for bed. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I had this food prepared, and I couldn't find my little fork that I've kept on me, so I couldn't. Like, I ate my cantaloupe, but I couldn't eat the pasta, so I just ate a little bit, like, as soon as I got in. And, now I'm about to go to bed, so, yeah. Later. Oh, okay. I just lay down. I can't find my, like, plastic thing that I sleep with. I want to say it's a retainer, I guess. Yeah. Now I feel like I probably left it behind, which is not good because I have a dentist appointment this week, and they want to see the one that I currently have so that they can base a new one off of that. Yeah. And like, as soon as I got out of the bus, like, I was kind of like, not wheezing, like slightly wheezing, but like short of breath too. And like, sneezing and like a runny nose and like sniffling. I mean, that's been like my nose has been like itching all day, but still, like now it's like actually running. Like, okay. And my eyes are, yeah, okay. I know part of this has to do with the cats. Like my eyes itching, that's probably the cats, but I think the nose thing started. It started like yesterday morning, but it got slightly worse, I think. Before I, like, after I left, but before I came into contact with the cats. And I'm like, I mean, this is typical, but I'm so stiff that I like hobble around like an old person. Like, really, like there was a lady on the bus that was probably like at least 50, but I passed another lady on the stairs someplace like I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, and she looked like she was probably like, I don't know, 60 or 70. But I feel like I look exactly like them, like other than the fact that I look younger, I look like them, like in the way that I go up the stairs, where it's like really slow and stiff and holding the rail and breathing and everything, like not like someone who, like, I don't know, it's not something that you would expect from someone who looks like me, but I can relate to their experience climbing stairs, because that's how I feel. Mm-hmm. Alright, it's just past 3:30. I've been up for, I want to say, probably at least an hour and a half. I'm surprised, actually, that I don't feel worse. Like, I don't have that heavy fatigue feeling. My skin is not warm to the touch. I'm not, like, having chills. My back actually feels better now from sleeping in a proper bed, and it's nice being here because where I was before, it was just like suffocatingly hot during the day, and here it's, a lot more comfortable. But I'm still really surprised that I'm not in a full-on crash now after all of that. And I actually kind of wonder if part of it might actually have to do with the fact that I'm filming it, that it sort of gives me this adrenaline, and then once I stop filming, I calm down, and then I crash, So, I don't know. Yeah, so I just went downstairs to eat a bit. Started feeling sleepy. Like, now I think I had a shower right before I recorded that last bit. So, like, now that I feel clean and fed, like I'm relaxed, I can go back to sleep now. 'Cause in the end, I guess I really only got, like, I don't know, I want to say 5 hours of sleep since I don't know. I don't know. At least, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Bottom line is, I'm still tired. So I think now I can actually go back to sleep. But just, like, walking up the stairs, like, I'm on the second floor here, which is a lot better, but I still feel like, just after those first few steps, I could sort of feel that burning in my thighs, like, I don't know, like, like I said, like I've noticed that when I have to walk up like a lot of stairs, that I kind of like I shuffle like a really slow. I hold on. I like breathing like deep breaths. Basically, I feel like someone much older. But I also feel like, despite everything that I've been doing lately, and the surprising fact that I haven't totally crashed as much as I expected, I also feel like I'm weaker in a way, like with this suitcase. Like, I mean, there are times when I've had to pick it up, and I've been able to, but it's just like um I I put the straps on my shoulders last night so I could like carry it down the stairs on my back, and like I basically sat down on the floor to put it on my shoulders, and then I tried to like swing my weight to like get it to lift up and like stay on my back, and it was like I was like swinging myself forward, but I wasn't going anywhere because I wasn't getting enough momentum for the weight of the suitcase. And I eventually did get up, but there are times where like you know, I I pull it and I lift it up step by step, and generally it is really heavy, and I can manage to do that like step by step pretty quickly, I guess. Like one after the other. And I what I'm saying. I noticed when I got back to Paris a couple of days ago, and then when I just left yesterday, that both times it was like I would like get it up like one step, and then I would just like so defeated, feeling like I can't do this anymore. And luckily a few people came along and helped, but not always, so I had to keep going with it, and it was like really slow process, and it was like I know that I'm physically strong enough to do this because I've done it in the past, but just like right in this moment I feel too weak. Like I can't put the force behind it that's necessary to move forward. Like I pull, and then I'm still stuck on that same step, and it's like I have to pull harder, and like so it's weird feeling like I'm more physically active, but I feel like I'm getting weaker. So it's 7 now. I just woke up not that long ago, and now I actually really do have that feeling of like, yeah, just I don't want to move, a little bit warm. The last time I woke up because someone was at the door, so I think like because it startled me that I jumped up so quickly. But yeah, I definitely feel like I could sleep for a while longer. Like, I don't know, maybe not right now because I need to get up and go to the store at some point in the next few hours, but I could end up going to bed early tonight and sleeping all through the night. Alright, it's the next day. After a second night in this bed, it's not feeling as comfortable anymore. But yeah, I don't know, I woke up around like, I want to say about 2:30. Now it's almost 5. And I've just been laying in bed this whole time. And I just finally got up and took a shower. But I was hungry for like several hours before I went to bed at like 6 this morning or something. Um, and yet I still haven't managed to get up because I don't know. I just, yeah, just that feeling like it's catching up to me now, and I just really didn't feel up to moving. All right, 7, nearly 7:30 now. I finally got my suitcase upstairs, but I'm really out of it. Like, I know part of it, like all the sniffling, because of the cats. Because anytime I leave, even if it's just for a week, I have to readjust to them for a couple days. But besides that, I'm just really out of it. So I guess, it finally hit. Just for some reason, it seems like it's been more delayed. It won't really hit until 2 days later. I think it was really the same thing with the island. Like, I stopped recording, but the next day I felt okay, and then it was like the day after where I was just really out of it. Also, I definitely have brain fog. Like, I keep trying to read stuff or like go over stuff in my mind and like weigh the pros and cons, and it's like I can't even really take in what I'm reading, and I can't like grasp the thoughts of the pros and cons. Like, I know they're there. I've thought about them so many times before. But it's like I can't like solidly latch on to one and weigh it in my mind right now. I'm gonna try typing them up and see if that gets anywhere, but typically I'm able to do this kind of thing mentally if I'm not having a moment like this. Alright, it's 9 now. I've been feeling much better. I just typed up like a whole thing of pros and cons, and yeah, I didn't really have any trouble finding the thoughts, but I did take some like a painkiller and H1 right before I last recorded. So I still feel like slightly warm, but right now, just laying here, I feel mentally much better, but it's also typical because it's so late in the day that at nighttime I generally do feel a bit better. So, but yeah, maybe I'm finally rested up from traveling, mostly.